You guys don't need to worry about me getting revenge from Diddy. I've got 3 moves that make sure he'll never be able to come after me or my family. First, I personally reached out to the victims' legal teams. The real reason he's not getting out is those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never...
Is this real life? I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. What's happening? You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers.
For years, subtle warning signs went largely unnoticed. Awkward moments were dismissed with a laugh. Odd footage became curiosity or entertainment, while deeper questions were quietly set aside. Now, with the 50 Cent documentary bringing these events back into view, the timeline is being revisited and the whispers long ignored are finally being acknowledged. At the center are figures like Diddy, a major force shaping access and opportunity, and Justin Bieber, a young talent entering that world before fully understanding its complexities. This isn't about viral clips or online rumors. It's a look at influence, choices, and how certain realities can remain hidden for years when silence seems easier than confrontation.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come in LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come in LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, go get the front shot in.
Man.
Turn that out. Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15, you could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
Alright, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you know, when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then, when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go buck full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Justin Bieber's rise was celebrated as the defining success of a pop era, but beneath the spotlight, a more complex reality existed. A teenager navigating powerful adult spaces with little visible guidance. Archival footage and interviews reveal a recurring pattern. Environments where influence and access often outweighed age-appropriate boundaries, quietly normalized over time. For years, these moments were seen as part of celebrity life rather than examined as systemic oversight. This isn't about one clip or fleeting event. It's about the pressures and conditioning of an industry structured to overlook warning signs. And when youth becomes intertwined with opportunity, a single question emerges. Who bears responsibility for the consequences?
You got people in the industry that's been saying for years, this man is having sex with underage. So now the federal government is looking at that like, yo, when is somebody gonna come forward? We got this information, this alleged information, but nobody's willing to come forward. Then they go on and say, yo, Shakur Stewart mysteriously dead. Supposed to be a self-inflicted wound. Person that had everything going for him in their life. Kim Porter dead. Somebody's car gets blown up. This guy is walking around threatening other actors, people. Somebody got to get involved in it. If it ain't the state, let it be the feds. Somebody got to stop him. He lucky that God giving him the opportunity to be stopped while he's alive, then have to go to hell and face that shit. He got a chance to repent now, change his life.
You mentioned minors, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and they're making a lot.
For years, 50 Cent presented himself as an outsider to Sean Diddy Combs' inner circle, aware of the energy but choosing not to engage. His observations were often written off as rivalry or bitterness. Now, as legal scrutiny grows and public perception shifts, those same remarks are being revisited with new weight and context. This doesn't prove every claim, but it highlights how early warnings can exist long before formal recognition. The truth is often uncomfortable. Criticism is easy to ignore when it comes from a voice people would rather dismiss. And that raises a compelling question. How many early signs go unnoticed simply because the messenger challenges the prevailing narrative studio, shaping who gained access to rooms where careers could be fast-tracked or quietly stalled? Justin Bieber's presence in that world wasn't an anomaly. It reflected a broader industry pattern, where opportunity often depended on powerful gatekeepers and behind-closed-door dynamics rather than open, accountable systems.
Diddy bought his son a Bentley. Maybe, he could buy you one also.
Got me a Lamborghini. And
yeah. Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Well, apparently not. Something, everything ain't fair.
Shape is white.
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be him. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right. Not at all. And somebody that's more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy, he was an A-lister, he was younger. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber, allegedly. I don't know, bro.
Right. But when you heard the news that Diddy, he had a tape with another man, did that catch you by surprise or no?
Well, all this shit is by surprise to me. A lot of this shit is by surprise to me, to be totally honest, man. Because I knew Puff. I knew Puff Daddy.
The deeper issue isn't only what may have occurred behind closed doors. It's why accountability often faltered in a system where success was tied to proximity to power. When opportunity flows through access rather than fairness, boundaries blur and caution is mistaken for weakness rather than protection. In that world, the pressure is unmistakable, structural, fueled by control and imbalance. At its heart, the conflict is about power. Who truly has the freedom to say no, and who bears the consequences when they do?
I knew Diddy before he was Love and Brother Love and back to Diddy. So, no, but the diddler, he's the diddler now. A lot of it's surprising, but it's not unheard of. Because you hear of all kinds of shit, and whether it registered with you or you internalize it or something like that, that's a whole nother story. But a lot of this stuff is crazy. But this is the world that we live in now, man. That these individuals thinks is all right. Bruh, when does it comes all right to be sitting there eating food off a naked woman? When did we start doing what they do? Let's keep it a buck. When did we start doing what they do? These guys is popping pills. These got Jay-Z dancing with a chick that...
Long before Justin Bieber became a global superstar, Usher spoke openly about entering Diddy's world as a teenager and facing adult pressures far too early. That history matters, not as rumor, but as pattern. When similar dynamics appear across generations, coincidence fades, revealing a deeper continuity, authority and influence passed along with little real reform. Recognition without change becomes its own failure. And if warning signs were noted once and left unaddressed, a pressing question emerges. Why did the system stay intact, guiding the next young star down the same path?
Make you change your mind. Look at Lil Nas X. He fizzled out fast too.
So would you say someone like Justin Bieber is a victim? I just seen he is reportedly selling his whole catalog because he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And once he finishes getting that money, I don't understand why he's broke. He didn't have to be broke. Usher just wouldn't stop robbing him.
Damn.
I mean, Usher couldn't keep his hands out of his pocket. It's funny. He got him signed and turned over custody to Diddy. Boy was never the same, and neither was Usher's pockets, because Usher's been living off of Justin Bieber's money. He ain't been living off of his own. Because the truth is, Usher don't really make that kind of money. And I'm really just kind of sick and tired of Usher reigning.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of disgusted with Usher reigning, who does Greek wrestling nude with men over Frosted Flakes, allegedly. Like, I'm sick and tired of this guy who everyone knows got the Diddy bumps, who's been sued for passing them on and lost, is still sitting there disgracing women in front of their men who bought the tickets to like that whole scheme.
He's causing a lot of divorce courts.
Yeah, but why? He don't even want them. He don't want them women. He's literally doing it just to destroy relationships.
As scrutiny around Diddy grew, many former allies quietly withdrew. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's voice amplified, revealing an unspoken industry equation. Speaking out risks relationships, staying silent preserves them, until loyalty and self-interest merge into the same instinct. This isn't panic, it's deliberate restraint, a system where honesty must compete with professional survival. And when silence becomes the safest choice, one question lingers. Can accountability ever endure in a world built to evade it?
A video of an interview of Justin Bieber, and he was talking about Billie Eilish. And he was like, he was almost in tears. He's like, I just want to protect her. I just want to keep her safe.
Yeah.
What do you think he went through?
Because he knows what's been happening to Billy. Just like everybody knew what was happening to Millie Bobby Brown girl with Drake. These people are monsters.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real thing. Real life street stars. You know what time it is. Jermaine Dupri said something interesting. He said the reason that R&B isn't as powerful as it is anymore is because children are going to church.
Yeah.
What is it about the transfer from the spiritual to the secular do you believe that's what made R&B so powerful?
Understand this. Rhythm and blues was a combination of gospel and soul music. Because soul music has always been around in one form or another. It's just evolved throughout the years. And you got gospel, rhythm and blues. That's what put that together. That's why they made such a big stink about the Ray Charles incorporating gospel sounds into secular music. Because they wanted people to separate the two. This is demon, this is good. The truth is none of that's real. Right. There is no bad, there is no good. There is what is and there is what is not. And that's sad. But when you take the spirit that comes from that.
Justin Bieber has never publicly accused Diddy of criminal wrongdoing, yet his later reflections on anxiety, emotional strain, and personal instability add crucial depth to the story. He has described facing overwhelming pressure at a young age, navigating a world of adults with competing interests while trying to manage immense success without the guidance or tools to protect his well-being. This history doesn't offer easy answers, but it challenges surface-level interpretations, highlighting the real cost of growing up too quickly in a system where safeguarding a young artist was never clearly prioritized.
Just testified against Diddy to the grand jury and had to give up 8 videotapes to the feds that contained celebrities in these freak-offs with Diddy, is now listing some of the names that he saw on these tapes. And this man said that he got these tapes from a very close friend of Kim Porter's, and these were Kim Porter's tapes that she was going to use against Diddy. And some of the names that he says are some that we have heard rumored over the years. He said he saw Justin Bieber on this tape and he appeared to be underage during this time. He also saw Usher on these tapes and Usher definitely appeared to be underage. And this one gave me the chills because we've heard that Usher is the one that sent Justin Bieber to Diddy. Courtney Burgess sat down with the Too Strong channel here on YouTube and started naming some of the celebrities that he saw on these tapes.
Were kids involved in these parties that you can verify from looking at the tapes?
If Justin Bieber was older than he's supposed to have been, yes. If Usher was older, well, Usher was definitely young.
Okay.
You understand? His shoulder part with his, the blood was all in his bed. You understand? It looked like they came home from event, a party or something.
Went on to explain how Danny Boy was also in one of these videos with Mary J. Blige and Diddy together. And Danny Boy admitted when he was 15 that Mary J. Blige flew him out to New York and he slept with her while he was on.
Do you think he has a mole or an informant in his camp that's cooperating?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Listen, bro. Just doing law enforcement myself, just take for instance. I think the individual was a Syracuse former basketball player named Jason Barnes or Beard or something like that. He already had drug charges against him. The day Diddy house get raided, they catch him getting on a plane and they put him into custody. Didn't that sound a little weird? People didn't catch that. They either put him in custody for a couple of reasons. You understand? One, to make a witness out of him, or to safeguard him and protect him for anything that could happen to him, because they had already stated, allegedly, that he was some kind of mule for the people over there at Diddy's house. So now, with that information, that he was already known by the government for drug charges, wouldn't that be an individual that you use? I'm gonna give you something different. And I'm gonna give you something else that people don't even think. On the other day, I seen on the video that Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up and he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device on. Did you see that?
Yep.
Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness. Right?
The convergence of 50 Cent, Diddy, and Justin Bieber reveals a larger truth about celebrity-driven ecosystems. Power flows upward, vulnerability flows downward, and accountability arrives last, if it arrives at all. Youth is sold as authenticity, proximity is framed as mentorship, and silence is rewarded as professionalism, normalizing imbalance until it barely raises an eyebrow. This isn't a story of absolutes or isolated figures. It's a pattern, a recurring set of conditions that reliably produce harm. And when the same structure keeps yielding the same consequences, one question can no longer be ignored. When does the system stop being background context and start demanding scrutiny?